have a wonderful evening time. I just say a verse. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verses 1. There is an appointed time for everything, and there is a time for every event under heaven. This is the verse. The promise verse which I am giving now is, there is an appointed time versus Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verses 1. There is an appointed time for everything, and there is a time for every event under heaven. So every event there is happening under heaven, there is an appointed time. There is a time for everything. It's what written in Ecclesiastes chapter 3. If you read that entire chapter, you can see that there is a time for everything. A time to give birth, a time to plant, a time to uproot what is planted, a time to heal, a time to tear down, and a time to build up, a time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance, a time to throw stones, and a time to gather stones, a time to embrace, and a time to shun embracing, a time to search, and a time to give up give up a lost, a time to love and a time to hate, a time to war, a time to peace. So there is a time for everything. What I read is the event which is taking place under the heaven. There is a time for everything. So there is a time for crying, there is a time for weeping, there is a time for keeping shut our mouth, there is a time to speak. It's what there in Bible. It's what is saying the entire chapter. There's a time for everything. The whatever we do in this world, there is a time. There's an appointed time by the God for everything. God, Jesus Christ, will help us to do everything according to His time. If there is a marriage, there is a time for everything. There is a time for that. So in this world, you should not fear. We should have the sound mind and a sound spirit, sound mind. That's what we have to get it in our life. So a time to heal, a time to tear down, and a time to build up, a time to weep, a time to laugh. So there's a time to laugh, a time to gather stones, a time to sew together, a time to tear apart, a time to be silent, and a time to speak. That's what I'm saying. There's a time to speak. There's a time to speak silent. We should not speak. Let us hold on to these verses and cling to this verse, and God will build you in this day-to-day life happy and prosperous. Have a wonderful day. Amen and amen.